In this video, we are going to be formulating a quick laundry bar requested by Annabelle Duncan. Hey sis, hey, thank you for that request. But before we get started, welcome back to Humbled Nature, where we spread the goodness of Christ and make handmade bath and body. If you like this type of content, be sure to hit that subscribe button and join this family. Now, let's get started. First, we're going to be looking at the specific soap that was requested, and it says, I want to produce a laundry soap with 5 liters of palm oil and 2 liters of vegetable oil. Can you help me with the saponification value, please? So I'm going to head over to Soap Calc. This is the soap calculator that I always use. If you want to know how to use it, I will link right here in the top corner a video that I did explaining how to use this one. There are many others out there, but this is the one that I just love using. As you can see under number 2 where it says weight of oils, we only have pounds, ounces, and grams. These are the only units that we use in soap making. So what we need to do is convert the liters that were suggested into ounces or pounds or grams. I personally work with grams, so that's what we're going to do. So you just need to do a quick Google search, liters to ounces or liters to grams. The first oil we're going to convert is the palm oil, and we need 5 liters of palm oil. So 5 liters of palm oil are 169.07 ounces. And we're going to change 2 liters of vegetable oil to ounces, and that's 67.62 ounces. We need to know the total amount of oils that we need in our recipe. So we're going to add those two together. So that's 169.07 plus 67.62, which will amount to 236.69 ounces. So under weight of oils, we select ounces and we enter in the total amount, 236. You can round it up if you want to, but I just left it as it is. And the next part, it's the amount of water. I don't know if you're making cold process soap or hot process soap, so I'm just going to leave that at 33%. The next part is the fragrance. I am going to set it to 0. And the next part, which is the most important when you're making a laundry soap, you have to make your super fat 0. That's because when you're washing your clothes, you don't need that extra oil moving around in your water. It kind of contradicts the point of washing to clean. Instead, you'll be washing and adding oil. I hope that makes sense. So anyways, super fat has to be set to 0. I know some soap makers who actually set it to a minus, like a -1 or a -2. But if you're going to do that, just be sure you're not going to be handling the soap directly with your hands, like hand washing or doing the dishes, because that lye is going to burn your skin. So anyways, just set it to 0, okay? 0, 0, 0. The next part, we are going to select our 2 oils, which are palm oil and vegetable oil. So firstly, I'm going to choose palm oil, but with the vegetable oil, I'm not sure which one specifically you're referring to. It could be corn oil, canola oil, sunflower oil, soybean oil. It depends with where you are, the most common vegetable oil. But in my part of the country, our very common vegetable oil is soybean. So I'm going to be using soybean in this video. On the right side, we can see there's a sign with percentage at the top, and the next one, it's ounces. So since you've already given us the specific amount of liters that you want to use, which we converted to ounces, we have to select ounces and we are going to type in the amount for each one. So for the palm oil, that's 169.07, and for the soybean oil, that's 67.62. So we entered that and click on calculate recipe and then view the recipe. Now let's go on to the next page. On this page, you can now see the total amount of sodium hydroxide, which is the SAP value that was intended for this video. So here is the total amount of sodium hydroxide that you need. You can either use pounds, ounces, or grams. Whatever you opt to use, you just stick with it through the whole soap making process. So yeah, 1 unit throughout. Now, down here we have the quality of your soap, and I am going to share just my thought on this soap. So you can see that this soap recipe has a cleansing value of 1, and the range is usually between 12 and 22. So I don't know how cleansing this soap would be with such a low value. And it actually has a really high value of conditioning and being creamy. And also down here you can see that the lather of the soap is really low. I know soap does not cleanse based on the lather, but psychologically, whether you want to sell it or you want to use it for yourself, you might think, oh, my soap has to lather to cleanse or cleanse. What am I saying? To cleanse them more. But, well, that's not true. But anyways, that's just my thought on this soap. I don't know if it will fare well as a laundry bar. It might do the job, but I'm not sure. I would suggest that you start with a very low amount of oils to test out how the soap is going to behave. Because if you start out with 5 liters and 2 liters and it turns out it's not doing exactly what you want it to be, that would be a loss. It'll be very costly for you to use so much oil and not to gain what you actually want. So maybe you can start out with 16 ounces and just see how it would work. But if I was to make this soap, if it's okay, I would like to make my suggestion. If I was to make this soap, I would actually substitute the vegetable oil with coconut oil. As you can see, the soap has completely changed. Firstly, the amount of sodium hydroxide required has changed. That's because different oils have different SAP values, which I explain in a video that I'm linking right here in the top corner. Now, when we go down to look at the quality of the soap, we can see that the cleansing range has increased dramatically by adding, or rather using, coconut oil instead. That's because coconut oil is a very cleansing oil. Also, we can see that the soap is now more bubbly. It has more lather. So this is how I would personally make this soap. If you'd like to see me making a hot process soap, leave a comment down in the comment section below and I will be happy to do a video showing how I make it. This is the end of this video. If you'd like to know where to purchase soap making equipment, be sure to check the description box. And if you have any other soaping questions or faith questions, your walk with Christ, please write them down in the comment section, or you can reach out to me on Instagram or Facebook. I will also link those in the description box. I pray that this video actually answers Annabelle Duncan's question. Please give this video a thumbs up, share it, like it, comment on it, do something on it. Until next time, to God be all the glory and stay blessed.